So components. Well, you can see there's you know, a large variety of code going in here. So let's look at it. I'm going to uncomment it and just hit save. And I kind of think, I'm quite sure right now I'm going to make this one come back as well on the top. Good. And then I don't know if this one was supposed to be there as well. Yeah, it could be. It doesn't matter. I can comment on that later on as well. So we can see now at the component what it is. Well, it's a couple of things, a combination of things that often will be reused. So whenever you encompass, and not that you're going to be like in utilities, you get these things and these might change from time to time, but the value of utilities is that you can just easily just shift around. I didn't want that size. I wanted a bit smaller. I don't have to go change the CSS. I can just directly in the HTML type something else. That's the value of utilities, you see. But there are also going to be situations where you have structures that are going to be reused a lot of times. Like I said, forms, navigation, similar things. And whenever you're in such a situation, they are going to be a combination of CSS values that all of the time will be present. If they're always the time present, why not make a component so that every time I have a navigation which is main to the page, or like I could say page navigation if I want to, it's like the site navigation. When the whole site has this site navigation, which is going to be very, very common that I do have this kind of navigation. Well, I could at that point just say, why would I need a lot of utilities for that? This structure that I'm going to have is going to be the same always. There's going to be this nav thing. There's going to be a list of links, and each item in the list is going to be presented as this or something, and each link is going to be having the color of white or something like that. Now, you could, of course, discuss a couple of these choices, like, for example, these two. I mean, if you look at it, it's quite common that you don't have white as well, right? So typing it into a component and saying that all components will have white color on their links, well, that might be a bad idea. And padding, well, maybe we are going to use different kind of paddings. So maybe this should have been a component instead. And the other two things should have been done using nothing else than utilities. So we have a common structure that is going to be reused in a specific combination of things that are most prevalent. Then I use a component. When I then afterwards need to decorate that component, because some things are not similar. They're not the same always. They're going to change from project to project. Well, then I use utility functions. And so you can see there is like they are helping each other out. I think you probably understood that. What I'm going to do now is going down here and do something where I've styled everything using simple, these kind of styled elements that you can see. This is not something I think all of you right out of the bat how these works. But the thing is, I'm going to ask of you to do a couple of things. I'll get to that in the next video. Actually, I'll do that in the next video because everything has a place and a time. So I'm gonna take it in the next video. See you there.